memory loss, and cognitive decline are scary parts of aging. Come walk with me. Our bodies eventually turn into vintage cars, requiring more tune-ups and spare parts over time. So how can we avoid it? Well, I'm on a mission to stay independent so that my kids won't have to find creative ways to hide my car keys. We're combining brain and body work, pun intended. So let's get started on turning back those hands of time. This is our 1-year celebration. Yahoo! Thank you for thinking on the move for 1 year. Or maybe you just started, but I've been here for 1 year and thank you for being here. All right, we're gonna start with going side to side. This is bilateral stimulation. And you can go down low to challenge yourself, or you can just be up high, that's fine too. You still get the side to side bilateral stimulation, which is important for our brains. All right, so youth connections. Here are some trivia questions from the 70s and 80s. What was the name of the computer in the movie War Games, which almost started World War III? It was Joshua, also known as WOPR, like WOPR, War Operation Plan Response. Who was the lead singer of the band Queen? Freddie Mercury. What was the name of the town in which the TV series The Dukes of Hazzard was set? Hazard County. All right, now we're going to go to walking up and back and up and back. And this is what I'm calling funny story segment. And this is because I think laughter keeps us young. So this story is when my family was on a family vacation, like with our whole extended family, and there was a Piggly Wiggly store there, and we were talking about the grocery store, and my mom had said, oh, there used to be a Piggly Wiggly in Dunedin, which is close to where we live. And she said, but it burned down. And then it was just vacant. But what I heard her say was, then it was just vacant. And then the Piggly Wiggly. So anyways, that is one of my favorite funny stories. Okay. Now we'll do side taps. We'll do our arms like this for a while. I do it as long as I can and then a little longer, because I do have to say it starts to, be challenging. All right, this is silly sentences, and I'm going to ask you to try and memorize this silly sentence. And then later on, at the end of this Thinking on the Move, I'll ask you if you still remember it. Here is the sentence. The disco dancing toaster burned its bread while grooving to the beat. The confused octopus tried to juggle 7 fish, but ended up with sushi instead. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time, since I'm asking you to try to memorize it. The disco dancing toaster burned its bread while grooving to the beat. The confused octopus tried to juggle 7 fish, but ended up with sushi instead. All right, now I'm really feeling my arms. I'm gonna keep going though. Okay, now I'm gonna ask you to create one of your own silly sentences. I'll give you some time to do that now. Go. Okay, get your own silly sentence. You're doing awesome. Just keep it going. All right, we're gonna transition. I was ready to be done with those arms. And now we're gonna do hamstring curls. This is some Dr. John Spencer writing prompts for creativity. And I thank him because he said I could use these in my videos. And you can search for him on YouTube, or you can give him a Google and you can find more stuff. He does some cool stuff for teaching and learning, but it's not only for teachers, it's for other people too. Anybody that wants to work on their brain. Okay, tell the story of a musical instrument that plays colors instead of sounds. I'll give you 1 minute to tell this story. Okay, go. Way to go! How'd you do with your story? Okay, I'd love to hear about this musical instrument that plays colors instead of sound. You can share it in the comments. All right, transitioning to squats. Okay, so squats are really good for getting the blood flowing to your brain. It's the up and down motion, and that is particularly good for our brain, the blood flow. All right, this is opposites vocabulary. So I will read you a word and its definition, and then your job is to come up with an opposite for it, or an antonym, same thing. Okay, the first word is conundrum. A confusing and difficult problem or question. The opposite, what do you think it would be? I think like easy peasy questions. Okay, our next word is esoteric, which is intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest. Its opposite, a wide audience, something for a wide audience. Okay, next is circumspect, wary and unwilling to take risks. What would the opposite be? Maybe brave or reckless. Okay, our next word is pernicious, having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. The opposite, how about beneficial? Okay, now we're transitioning again, and we're going to do a grapevine. And a grapevine, I think it's easier for me to show you than to try and explain it. So let's see. Leg crosses behind you on one step. Leg cross, 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 step. Okay, we're going to do ABCs, so we'll go through the alphabet. And you think of something having to do with today for you so far, and it's okay to reach a bit. If you're doing this first thing in the morning, maybe you can do what you're planning to do today, or you could use yesterday if you need to. Okay, the ABCs of today. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, we got this. Together we're better. It's always nice to do something with somebody else. So I'm here with you, and you're here with me. All right, let's take it back to our silly sentence. We're going to do side taps. Do you remember the silly sentence from earlier? I'll give you a moment. Go ahead. Okay, the silly sentence is, the disco dancing toaster burned its bread while grooving to the beat. The confused octopus tried to juggle 7 fish, but ended up with sushi instead. Okay, I don't think I got it exactly, but I was close. What about the silly sentence that you made up? Do you remember that one? All right, well, it's time for shout outs, and our shout out is to all of us for 1 year. 1 year of thinking on the move. Okay, let's bring it down with one heel in front of you, so heel digs, just crossing over, more bilateral stimulation, side to side, and the crossing of the midline is good for our brains also. Something about connecting the hemispheres, and so when I read about these things, I want to share them with you because they're things that we just don't know. If we don't know, then you can't do it. All right, so our heel digs are gratitude and also radiating love. So we'll do some gratitude and then we'll just radiate love. So gratitude, go ahead and do that now. Okay, now take some time and just imagine yourself radiating love out into the world. Okay, well, you did it, and I'm very grateful for you. I'm grateful for you being here at Thinking on the Move. I'd be grateful if you subscribe, if you like, comment, share it with others. Remember, we're working our brains and our body so that we can live the life that we want to live for as long as possible. Okay, bye.